What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Mother. Last time all we did was go over some PSI attacks and other things, including PSI, and we found this mysterious town of young people, aka Youngtown. Sorry if I sound a little yawny in this episode. Not yawny as in the artist, but yawny as in I'm yawning, because I am very, very tired. Sorry, drink of water. And this is also my second time recording this. I had to reload an old save, because I will only do post-commentary if it's inevitable, and since I had a backup save, I just reloaded that up. And since I've seen you guys last, a lot of level ups. I think everyone leveled up at least once, or they might have leveled up twice. Anna leveled up twice. She learned a few new things. Nintendo learned something new, but I have no idea what it is. So yeah, there's all his things. Hey, Healing Pie. It actually might be Healing Pie, which I think... No, that's not it. We had Healing Pie. So let's check Anna, see what she learned. She did learn something new. She learned Healing Pie. She knows Healing Pie as well. I don't know if she learned it. But she did learn the move that I was waiting to teach her. I say teach her, but she learns it at level 21 actually. And it is PK Freeze Gamma. It's one of the special levels of a PK attack, where it puts the enemy you use it on into critical health. No matter what it is, it'll always put it in critical health. Very handy in taking down stronger enemies like the Nancys and the Titanies. And I think that might be all she learned, at least for now. We're at a level to where she can learn something else, but she hasn't learned it yet. And of course, here's Loid and all his glory. Let's see what he knows. Oh, he doesn't know any PSI. That's right, because he sucks! He's such a weakling! Something I also didn't show off in the last episode is these two houses and the few areas here, because I forgot they were here. And here is a hotel, and if you talk to the kid, well, Dad isn't home, and I don't care about money. So if you need a place to stay, feel free to stay here tonight. No thanks, because we're fully healed up. Why aren't you going to spend the night here? Dad may not be home, but it's alright, trust me. You can stay here for free, so it's really good, especially since north of Youngtown I ran into quite a few red snakes off screen. I think it was 3. A great place to grind up, which is exactly where I grinded up. Let's talk to this Nintendo looking guy. Well, 2 plus 3 equals 5, and 8 minus 4 equals 4. I study all the time. Man, and you've learned so much. And in here, fairly interesting area. You can buy bread, life up cream, and non-stick pan and an air gun. Weapons for both Anna and Loid, which we're gonna get. So let's enter our cash card, which we have enough money to where we can't withdraw the amount we have in one go, at least. We need 2,100, I believe. We don't really need 2,100 since I still had $600, but, you know, might as well. We'll get the non-stick pan for Anna. It'll raise her offense, even though she's not going to be doing anything with her offense. But all I have to do is use PK Freeze Gamma, and then she can attack, and that should be able to take him out. Puts him in a critical, so it's like single digits or very close to single digits. So she might not be able to, unfortunately. So let's look at this. Non-stick pan, a weapon for Anna with no messy cleanup. I love it. We'll give that to her to equip. And we'll check out the air gun. Air gun, a strong weapon, but only Loid seems to be able to use it. Alright, and we'll hand that over to him. And finally, everyone's got an offensive weapon. Loid's got his air gun, and Anna has her non-stick pan. So let's check stats real quick. Offense up to 98 on Loid, very nice. And 27 on Anna, okay, I guess. She's not an attacker. You can also save here, of course, which I've already done off-screen. Now let's head to the east and see what is that way. Something's very strange with the Garrison, baby. Something very strange indeed. Well, it taught us teleport, so he's alright in my book. Alright, check the sign. Check the sign. Swamp East. Okay, so this is that swampy area we flew over. I was not expecting that. Okay, I can't do the same joke twice. When I did the first thing, when I realized that my recording wasn't, or my mic wasn't recording, it really freaked me out that the music changed that way, because I had my volume up a lot louder. Suspicious guys! I will stop you! Arg! Yeah, it's a very labyrinth maze-like area, but there's pretty much only one path you can take. There's 2 bridges that'll lead to a dead end, and unfortunately, you have to take this set path. So just follow the way I go, and you should be fine. There's going to be a lot of battles cut out of this, at least in the beginning, because it's enemies we've already seen, kind of. Sometimes a new enemy will show up, but there's 6 new enemies coming up in this area, but it's like this area's been divided in half, and like half the area has new enemies and half the area doesn't. And the reason I'm stopped here and not moving is because Anna learned a new PSI power, and if it's the one I think it is probably. Let's find out. I didn't learn this in the last one. Okay, it is. It's where'd it go? I swore I saw it. There it is, Life Up Gamma, which is a life up that works on all party members, I believe. Does it? No. It'll fully heal 1 party member in battle. So yeah, just keep... Lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, keep on heading up, and you'll just keep coming into some bridges to the right. So up and to the right, basically, at first, at least. And you'll come to this, like, peninsula area. Ooh, leave this in. I'll show this off real quick, so I don't have to show it off on the new enemy, even though I probably will anyway. Hopefully we'll get the attack on it. PK Freeze Gamma. Oh, perfect. So, no matter what Nintendo does, Anna's going to use PK Freeze Gamma. It's going to say the Red Snake's situation became critical, and then... Oh, I was gonna be infuriated if that didn't work. Yay! Cool. So, just keep heading on this way. Oops. There it is. There's the bridge. And I believe this is the peninsula, like, well, it's all islands since it's a swamp, but I believe this is the island we need to be on. It is, okay. So just keep heading down this way, and look, a house and a trash can. And there appears to be someone in it. What in the hell? Loid, this might be your best friend. I am Loid's father, or it'll be your father. I think Ninten's dad asked, but you told him your name, yes? No. We did. You could say no and change your name potentially, but since Tyke's already typed in there, might as well keep it that way. Okay, that's fine. Please look after Loid. He is a real weakling. Wow, even his father calls him a weakling. But look, he's hiding in a trash can, so I guess, like father, like son. I guess Loid gets it from his father. But yeah, that's the last time in the game to change your name if you don't like the name you picked back in Snowman. Oh my god, it's Pippi! It's me, Pippi! We meet once more, Ninten. Don't say anything, but I didn't tell my mom I came here. You must be tired. Why don't you stay the night? And you can stay here free of charge. Good morning. Which is good. You could potentially grind up here, because the enemies from this point on in the swamp are all different. Like I said, it's like it's divided in half. So let's head on down this skinny way. And starting off is, you know, I thought it was an updated version of the Nancy, but it's actually kind of a downgrade. I think the only thing that, I think she has like a little bit more defense and a little bit more PP and strength, but she's the exact same, if not weaker, but she gives off more XP. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to fight her using Anna's newly acquired PK Freeze Gamma. She's still gonna hit pretty damn hard, so you gotta be wary of that. But we can take them out fairly easily. This PK Freeze Gamma is like the best attack in the game. Well, one of them. Like top 3, I'd say. Loid got real injured from that, so let's heal him up. I didn't do the same joke as I did in my first recording. I hate to mention that I had a first recording, but yeah. Since the Kelly has a scouter on her, I said, and his XP is over 9,000! But in my first run it wasn't, so, Sorry again, guys. I need to always keep... I usually always have my mic plugged in, but for some reason, I guess I didn't have it plugged in this time. Here's the crocodile, not to be confused with the alligator from Podunk Zoo. And we're just going to have her use PK Freeze. Well, I was going to use PK Freeze, but I guess I'll use PK Beam. They have a fairly high defense. Of course, all the enemies by this point in the game have fairly high defenses. But they're not too bad. A lot of enemies here will gang up on you too, so be wary of that. They like to show up in threes. Exactly like this. And you can fight them. You could pretty much like do a pretty nice... have I said pretty enough? Whoops, I'm just gonna fourth dimension slip out of here. You could set up a good way to fight them. They're not that bad, but I'm not gonna bother. Just keep heading down and to the left now, basically. Oh, sorry, I got stuck there on the wall. Some of these collision boxes are weird. Well, I guess they're tiles, so, eh. It's over 9,000! Sorry, had to. And a Mega Saucer just got a smash attack on poor Anna, and I'm gonna have her life up herself because I want to save Ninten's PP just in case we have to fourth dimension slip out of anything. Alright, now once you get here, you're gonna start taking bridges again, and it's gonna be the same path as you take. And I'm so glad I ran into one of these guys instead of three. These guys like to show up in threes. These are mooks. Mooks aren't too bad, but they have PP and they will use it. They have a variety of PP attacks they'll use, but all in all, they're not too bad. I'm gonna have Anna use her awesome PK Freeze Gamma to take it out anyway. Wow. Or Loid or Ninten could just get a smash attack and take it out. It's good to know that they don't have that much HP. Yep, and backing up to the right to find the bridges. Back to that pattern. Yeah, you want to take every bridge that you see until you get to a specific one. Almost went into a peninsula there. Once again, we're in a swamp. Do not take that bridge, though. Keep going straight here. Or to the right, I guess. And we're almost out. And I kept talking, so might as well take this guy out. Now that I know he's got such low HP, we'll see what he can do if we don't take him out. Oh, no, it's PK Freeze Beta. That's going to do a lot of damage. I guess. That didn't do too much. We were able to take it out. And I'm surprised I didn't run into all the enemies here. There's a few more, actually. And we're out of the swamp. So what you want to do now is follow the side of it up until you get to like a foresty type area. And then head north from there. I'm kind of trying to stay near the water because for some reason I think that that's where the enemies are going to show up. There's 3 enemies that come to mind that haven't shown up yet, and I'll have to come back in the next episode and show them off since we're almost to the next area of the game. But I will show them off. This is, I believe, the only area that they show up. I'm really surprised about that. And pretty much on cue, here's the buffalo. High defense, not too bad. I'm just gonna regular run away from them. Yeah, they're very easy to take down. In fact, we just ran away from them fairly easily. I'm gonna try and see if I can run into them before we head on up. Alright, screw it. I'll just come back in the next episode and get those because I'm not dealing with it. I went through so many battles and did not find a single one. So let's just keep heading on up. And then finally, Ellay to the west, swamp to the south. We're not going back there in this episode. I'll go by the few enemies that are in there still at the beginning of the next episode because I want to just get through here and look around the town. Seems to be a nice area. We'll talk to some of the townspeople in the next episode as well. Check this sign. Ellay West, Mount Atoy East. Alright, so we're getting closer to the mountain apparently. What do you gotta say? We call blah blah gang members BB gangs for short. I wonder what that could mean. What about you? You look kinda crazy. While walking in the desert, I saw a cactus with a face. Then I ran for the hills screaming as loud as I could. Funny. What's up, homie G? You are no match for Teddy. He could beat you with his pinky. Ooh, I guess this is one of those blah blah gang members with a very suggestive hood on his head. BB gangs aren't too terrible. In fact, I'm just gonna have everyone fight him. Yeah, they're not bad. Apparently they work for this guy named Teddy. And they have a chance of dropping Loid's ultimate item, which is a flamethrower. And, let me show something else cool off. You're no match for Teddy! He could beat you up with his pinky! You can rebattle these guys. I don't think there's a limit to how many times you can rebattle them either, so stock up on flamethrowers here. I'm hoping he drops one, because that thing does so much damage. Alright, well, there's that. Let's go check the, well, we could check the department store. Let's go in and save. I have a backup just in case. Grab the telephone, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how much. We have $23,539. Nin10 levels up in 1108. 431 for Loid and 410 for Anna. That's so much. Nin10 is going to be this level for quite a while. Alright, well, let's check out the town. Let's take on some more of these guys. I may have low HP, but I'm gonna do my best. So they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Dedicated to protecting Teddy, I guess. 126 damage. Good God, Nin10. Kicking ass. And he's over 20,000 XP! Which is a crazy amount. What you got to say, baby girl? It's a secret. Promise not to say that I told you? Sure. The blah blah boss, Teddy's real name is Teddy Jr. the Third. Ha! But it's only a rumor though. Teddy Jr. the Third. What do you gotta say? Hey! Well, you didn't have much to say. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call the episode shortly after this ends. Because we went through the swamp, we didn't bio everything, but I am so tired. I can barely keep my eyes open. Like, no joke, guys. So, yep, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. It'll probably open with me bioing the enemies that we left in the swamp. But no promises. Alright, see you guys. There we go, there's a bison, finally. Been recording long enough. Bisons are pretty much just the beefed up version of the buffalo. I'm not even gonna take them out. I'm just gonna run from them. Yep, they're not too bad. Oh my god, finally. I've been recording for so long trying to find these guys. Seagulls, they're not terrible at all, but they will steal your items, and that's no fun. And I believe that's the last of the enemies here. There's been some level ups, but I'll go over that later, trust me.